Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Justin Cappuccino, Sashes&Scripts, and today we will be talking about the Miss Universe Preliminary Swimsuit Competition. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and give us a thumbs up so that our channel will be more visible to more viewers and we can grow the channel together. Okay mga ka-scripters, so lumabas na recently yung preliminary competition video ng mga girls where they had paraded in their swimsuits and their evening gowns for the preliminary competition for Miss Universe Philippines 2024. Now, before we go on with the list, siguro we need to start first the conversation with what happened, what's going on, ano yung nangyayari behind the scenes na hindi natin nakita. That's why there was a number of delays on the uploading of the video. So first and foremost, I think that the reason why there was a delay on the Miss Universe Philippines upload on their channel is because they are using copyrighted songs in perhaps their live na performances, so they had to edit that out so that it can be monetized once that it was uploaded on YouTube. Another thing is the possibility that perhaps during the editing process, some of the audio and the video did not translate well or did not align well, so they had to redo the video and to make sure that the audio is crisp and it's of high quality. That way, it is good for public consumption. Now, with regards to the stage, in as much as we love yung mga photos na unang lumabas, once we saw the actual na video footage of the stage, we noticed that it was a very short stage. It looked large on photos, on pictures. However, looking at the video itself, it looks like the ramp of the ladies is quite difficult to manage because the catwalk itself, the length of the catwalk itself is quite short. So perhaps that is the reason why a little bit, I felt that the performances of the candidates were a little bit on the underwhelming side. Add to add is the music that did not really add energy to the overall video. But I do hope that it translated well live on the actual venue. Now, I know that there's a lot of fans that felt disappointed with the stage performances or with the music or the delay of the video. In terms of the uploads, I do hope that fans would not expect Miss Universe Thailand levels of production on Miss Universe Philippines or any Philippine pageant for that matter, because I don't think that a lot of our production teams here are willing to invest that kind of money on equipments and on perhaps on infrastructure, internet infrastructure, to be able to have that same level of production value as the Miss Universe Thailand na competition. So we just need to perhaps manage our expectation, lower our expectation, because I don't think that Miss Universe Philippines can go toe to toe in terms of production values, in terms of crispiness of video, in terms of clarity of sound as our Thai counterparts. So with that out of the way, I think we can now go and discuss more about the overall na mga performances ng mga girls. Overall, I think the girls really did well as a whole, considering the challenges and considering the very short time period to prepare for the preliminaries, because from rumors, insider rumors that I've heard is that the venue, Manila Hotel, was a last-minute venue. It was allegedly, it was supposed to be in Okada, Manila, but negotiations fell through when it comes to the preliminary competition, so they had to move allegedly to a smaller venue in the Manila Hotel. Now, let's now talk about the girls who performed well rather in the swimsuit competition. Okay, so first on our list is actually the game, Christine McGarry. She was a stunner on stage, but I feel that her facial transition needs a little bit more work because she didn't just show off what we expected from her as a competitor. She didn't show off a lot of technical skills on stage, and that is understandably so because of the fact that it had the stage was very short. However, I think in the latter part, in this latter part of her presentation, she caught up with the much needed energy for the competition. I think dito siya bumawi sa latter part ng kanyang performance. Next on the list is we have Southern California, who had a very clean pasarela. If you look at her, at her performances, hindi mo masyado kita if the camera panning was good in showing yung kanyang facial expressions. But for the short period that we saw yung close-up niya on cam, you can see na magaling siyang mag-project. Na yung transition ng kanyang mga facial expressions was really smooth and fluid. And because ang ang angulo ng camera sa kanya is a lot of it on like full body na angles, it showcased her proportions quite well. Okay, next on the list, we actually have Baguio, which is another lady that didn't overdo her catwalk. If you look at the performance overall of most of the girls, lahat sila parang ang daming unnecessary movements. That was not the case for Tara Valencia of Baguio. There was no unnecessary swishing of her sarong. And this performance, I believe, will definitely make her one of the semifinalists come finals. Now, we have Cebu on the list. She had great eye contact with the camera. I think ang bentahe talaga ni Chris is the face that she has a beautiful face, and she really had a connection with the camera throughout her entire presentation. She is a little bit soft in terms of her pasarela, considering that she is competing for the NUPH title. We wanted a little bit more fierce and a little bit more energy in her presentation, but I think the face being on point is what says the entire performance. Next in our list is Palawan. Okay, so Palawan looked great with her long straight hair. She has a very nice looking form and the face is really giving. There's no need for sarong whipping because the focus is actually on the performance and on her. Strong overall performance. It was not overdone. It was just the right amount of fierceness and stage presence. And I think a lot of pageant pages kinda glossed over her or did not really notice how strong her overall performance is. We also have Kainta on our list. She had a very sultry performance, and Stacy really delivered, fun, sultry, fierce, but at the same time happy performance in her pasarela during the swimsuit competition. She had a very dynamic facial expression, so maganda yung transition between going sultry to smiling to everywhere in between. And she made use of the very short ramp by creating, a choreography that is a little bit slow on the initial na part, and then going fast, and then whipping her hair in the way that she did her turns and moves. So I think one of the things that we really was impressed with Stacey is the body. She has a very toned body. Look at those very toned na arms, and yung halos kita yung in-abs niya. We just hope na sana ang ginamit niyang swimsuit is a two-piece swimsuit para mas nakita yung abs niya. Now we have Zambales. Okay, Zambales has one of the strongest catwalks in the entire competition, but she needs to work on her facial expressions because it looked very one-dimensional. Okay, she needs to give a variety of looks because she has the body and the face, and kinakailangan lang siguro na mag-align pareho yung body and face so that it looks good on stage. And from the looks of it, she was channeling, very Yana Aduana energy in her performance. I hope na medyo itone down niya yung pagiging over-eager niya on stage because it's not translating, confidence. It's giving us, very performative na performance. She needs to, walk with confidence, in my opinion. We also have Iloilo, Alexa Brooks on our list. Now, Iloilo gave us a very smooth performance, and we loved how she can actually channel and deliver feminine facial expressions despite having strong facial features. And ang kagandahan nito is that she gave us, range in terms of kaya pala niya na isoften yung kanyang look and yung kanyang facial expressions when it comes to performance on stage. And I think in terms of her walk, she had a strong walk, but there needs to be some level of control doon sa kanyang shoulder movement because it tend to look like it has become like a muscle memory for her. So she needs to, to be more conscious with the way her shoulders moves when she walks. But overall, I think she did a great job during the during her swimsuit performance. Now we have Bulacan. I think this is a definition of confidently beautiful because she was channeling her inner Naomi Campbell, inner supermodel in the competition. She is severely underrated in my opinion because fans don't necessarily see her as a major competitor for the crown. But with this performance, we guarantee you that this will make fans talk about and look at her as a possible dark horse in the Miss Universe Philippines finals. Then we have Alexander of Laguna. This is a very Miss Universe energy because we feel like she is channeling a very Latina, very Mexican, Puerto Rican, Venezuelan vibes in the way that she did her pasarela on stage. She had a very strong face with fluid transitions between her facial expressions. And thank God because those moves were also complemented by the way her curly hair was moving and bouncing because it framed her face a little bit more and a little bit more beautifully. Then now we are on our top three na overall performances in the swimsuit competition. On number three, we have Atisa Manalo of Quezon Province rather, who has very strong pasarela skills and she delivered as expected. The face is giving and the body looked great on camera. Okay, but there was a point though that she looked like she was almost gonna tip over or got off balance in her presentation that not a lot of fans noticed. So I think if you look at her performance closely, mapapansin niyo yon. Comfortable at number two is a surprise performance from Australia. I'm loving this performance because from start to finish, she was giving me Gabriela Isler levels of confidence on stage. And I love the way that her pasarela was very controlled and very queenly. And I just wish though that she had a bit more variety in terms of facial expressions because she was just smiling throughout the entire time and very little, smiles and, and sultry looks here and there. But I think there needs to be, more facial transitions so that her overall performance would be as strong and solid as her pasarela. Now we have number one, and at number one on our spot, we're giving it to Bacoor, Cavite, Victoria Velasquez Vincent. She was giving Miss Universe performance, and she was actually reminding us of a former Nuestra Belleza, Mexico, who was top 6 in Miss Universe in 1996. Her name is Vanessa Guzman, and I think she was giving us that vibe. So if you're gonna send this lady to Mexico later on, I think you're on the right track. Her facial expressions were very dynamic, but I think Victoria just needs to soften the eyes a little bit more, the way that she stares on the camera, because sometimes there are moments there that looks very like just staring at the camera too hard. But her walk, I believe, is at par with the strong walkers with the rest of the girls in the competition, and that is why she is number one on our list. So, guys, what do you think of the Miss Universe Philippines swimsuit presentation? Who were the ones that were on your list? Comment down on the comment section below and let's talk about it a little bit more in the comment section. Okay? That's it for this video. I hope you subscribe to our channel and watch our next episode soon. Please make sure to hit the notification bell for more pageant-related news and updates from our channel. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up, a like for this video. See you again soon.